Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Terrell Humphrey is a public speaker, mentor, and author who just released his new book, Master Your Mind, 10 Tips to Shift Your Mindset. He joins me now to discuss what you can expect from the book, as well as how he used his own personal battles to help others in need. Thank you for being here, and I feel like this is a subject that never grows old, never goes out of style. We never seem to master it, but there's always great tips to help us. What are your secrets?
A lot of times we have to know ourselves, but it's identifying who we are that helps us grow. Our pain, our trauma, our past help us identify our dreams, our purpose, our reasoning. But it's the will to accept what has happened. We can't change the past. What we can change the outcome of taking daily action today. The book came from my experience, my growth, my pain, because when I experienced my divorce with me and my wife, it was disheartening, it was heartbreaking. But how do you overcome something that you never went through before? You go through it each and every day. Instead of trying to overcome it so quickly, you overcome it in the time in the manner that you're supposed to. Rather than overcoming at night, overnight, you overcome it at the time and over months, over years. And it takes time, but you have to accept the pain that has happened, identify it, and start growing.
Yeah, that's a tall order, because a lot of people do live in the past. They are just stuck in their pain. What are some ways to get you unstuck and move you forward and feel hopeful and positive?
First one is you have to write down your thoughts, write down how you're feeling, simply because if you're able to express how you're feeling to yourself, you can express to the next person. If you can't do that for yourself, you're not able to grow. Why? Because you're pushing away everything that you've been shying away from. When you identify the pain, when you jot it down and see, okay, I'm feeling this way because of this, and this happened, I can't change it. You're able to grow more than you were when you went through the pain. Because you're able to identify it and walk along the path.
Okay. It almost becomes a physical thing. When you write it down, you can read it, hold it, touch it, you know, and address it that way, I guess.
I agree.
And is your book kind of one of those tools that you can use, a physical tool that can help you kind of motivate through the tough stuff?
Yes, so my book is essentially finding yourself, finding your purpose, and how can you help the next person go through what they're currently going through. I am a public speaker, so now I'm helping people find their passion, their dreams. How do I do that? By pursuing my passion and my dreams. So I'm not just preaching when I'm not practicing. I'm practicing when I'm preaching.
Okay. So you almost act like a role model for people.
Not act.
Not act. Oh, you caught me. Good.
Yes.
You just believe and live in it, huh?
I do. Simply because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you?
So in the new year, people are always looking to find hope, make some positive changes. What do you tell them?
Identify what do you want to change. You can't change anything that you haven't thought about. A lot of times things are not changeable. So work on what can be changed, yourself. When you change yourself, now you're able to change the outcome that you can create for other people.
Again, you do make it sound so easy, and I know it should be much easier. Life is hard enough to make, making it harder on ourselves than it should be. But being able to identify the pain and write it down, use the book, those are all great tools to help kind of get us moving forward in a positive way. If people want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
They can get in touch with me through Instagram, all social media platforms. It's my first and last name, Terrell Humphrey, Terryl. Humphrey, Humphreys. And in the book, I also forgot to mention, it is a journal section in there as well.
Okay.
So as you're going through the chapters and you realize, okay, he's speaking something about, but it's helping you identify every emotion, every tips that you're reading and have experience for yourself.
That's just exactly what you're talking about. You've got to be able to write it down, identify it, look at it, hold it, touch it, resonate with it, so you can address it and move forward. Great idea to use, the journaling tips in your book as well. Well, it's been delightful to get to know you. I mean, just being in your spirit is motivating for sure. So I think you're on the right path. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I wish you a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Nicole.